For the average parent, every day is a struggle to keep your children safe, whether it's a crosswalk or the creepy bastard in the park. How do we shield our children, our precious assets? One woman pulled out a bullhorn to expose a man in question. Take a look.
Why do you got my daughter in your phone? Why do you got my daughter in your phone?
I'm keeping it lit.
You got my daughter in your phone. Delete it right now.
How safe are our children in a world full of monsters? This mother is confronting a man at an amusement park after she reportedly catches him taking pictures of her young daughter with his cell phone.
My daughter's picture of your phone.
The man finally agrees to delete the photos, but most parents don't get to catch someone red-handed. And those who target and abuse children aren't always just strangers. In many instances, the perpetrators are from the family circle. Let's bring in our guest tonight to talk about it. Joining me now, parent Mike Tren, licensed social worker Joe Hartso, and parent Angela Vidal. Glad to have you all here on The Factor Uncensored. Mike and Angela, first of all, when you see something like that, someone in this world of social media taking pictures of your children, you don't know who this bastard is. How do you feel? Would you react the same way or what?
Yes, absolutely. I would definitely have, I think what she did that was right was that she got loud and she got the attention of people around her, because obviously it's a man, so you got to be a little bit careful about, you know what,
and I didn't think about that. You have to get loud, bring attention to the situation. Start
videoing, you know, let the people around you know. That way, if there's other men involved, they can kind of also, you know, step in. I don't know. In the scenario, I might have just tried to snatch his phone. Yeah. I don't know if that would be the right thing, but I think that initially I'd be like, give me your phone, delete the picture, and you know, video him and maybe threaten that, hey, I'm gonna, you know, post this or make this go viral and you delete yours, you know. But you always also want to take into consideration safety, right? Because we want to make sure that we make it back in one piece home to take care of the children.
And you never know who you're dealing with. Mike,
exactly.
How would you have handled this situation?
I'd handle it myself. We know
I'll
handle
Mike's skills as a UFC fighter.
Delete that shit now. And first of all, you shouldn't even be able to do that in the first place, you know? So you know it's not going to happen. I'm not going to let that happen.
And are you concerned that there are a lot of people out there who may be surreptitiously videotaping or recording or photographing your child and you don't know it?
You got to be aware. I mean, your job as a parent is to protect your kids and watch over them when you're in public. Keep an eye on them. You know, instead of watching your phone, keep an eye on your kids when they're around. There's a lot of sickos out there. You know?
And Joe, what we also have learned and what we know for a fact, it's not always strangers. You could have people in your family, close friends, who are taking advantage of your children and you simply don't know it. You're heartbroken when you find out and you want to whoop some ass, but it's a reality.
Yeah, and we see, I mean, a lot of sexual violence in general is perpetrated by people that are known to the victim. And in this case, getting loud, drawing attention, but all of the people standing around, that would have been the time for them to, if they could not intervene directly, to call police or get people that are trained to confront illegal behavior. Taking pictures of anybody without their consent is obviously a huge issue, but we have a serious issue with human trafficking in this country.
Yes.
And this is a part of how that cycle starts, is by photographing and surveilling and observing victims, and then it can escalate from there, so intervention is absolutely essential.
Now, what would you tell parents who may be concerned that their children may be taken advantage of, whether it's someone taking pictures without their knowledge or a family member who may be going too far? What would you tell parents on how to handle that?
Well, first, I would encourage seek immediate assistance. If that is the
911.
911. If there is, you're in a public place, your child is actively being harassed or bullied by anyone, especially an adult. And then I think first is, as our parents in the group said, bring your child in. You know, have that conversation of what did you notice, where have you been, you know, can we try and put a timeline together of what you've noticed, teach them to be aware of those signs, and then also use that with the authorities when you're telling them, hey, this person has done this, my child says that they've had these interactions with them. Give the people that can intervene all the information they can get, so that way they can hopefully bust the person that's exploiting your child.
And Mike, how big of a burden is this for you? How much of a weight is it on you constantly worrying about your children in the public, and that there are still monsters among us?
I mean, it's your duty as a parent. That's what you have to watch your kids, you know, out there in public. And especially nowadays with social media, I'm worried, more worried about social media out there in public, because out there I can see them. Social media, I can't see 100% of the time what they're doing, you know. So me and my wife, we stay on top of it as much as we can, but, you know, like I said, I'm more worried about social media than.
And really quick, 30 seconds, Ms. Vidal, how concerned are you as a parent? Is it weighing on you to be worried or concerned about your child?
I think it's definitely something to, you know, have fresh in mind, and to, and the most important thing to me is having a conversation with your children about always being honest and forward, and making sure that they're comfortable enough to be able to share what is really going on. Because one of the scariest parts is the child being afraid to come forward.
Absolutely. We want to thank you all for joining us here on The Factor.